Audacity is important for anything you are ever going to achieve in this life. Like if you're going to launch a business or release a new product line, write a book, or do anything remotely beneficial to human race, you are going to need audacity. The other day I was on Instagram and I came across a lady who was sharing her story about how she had gotten a rich sugar daddy, and this rich sugar daddy paid all of her bills, took care of her to the point where she didn't have to work a normal job anymore. And she was now living the life of a soft sugar baby. And then after sharing the story, she said she had written an ebook that would help anyone who was interested in also getting a rich sugar daddy, teaching them how to do it. And she said this ebook was $37. And if you wanted it, all you needed to do was comment a particular word under the video and she would send you the link. At the time I saw this post, there were over 2,000 comments under the video. The first thought that hit me was, wow, there are 2,000 women who want rich sugar daddies because they don't want to work a normal job. But then the second thought is, here is a woman sharing something that many of us will turn our noses up at, like, oh, who needs a rich sugar daddy? Go do your own work and things like that. But she didn't let that stop her. She shared her story boldly and then called people who were also interested in living the life she wanted to come and buy her products. Then I did some mental math. I calculated that even if only 50% of the people who had asked for the link, so 1,000 people, bought this woman's ebook, that was $37, $37,000 actually, that this woman had made off of just being audacious. Here is the thing. There are many people, maybe even you, who has something better than teaching people how to find sugar daddies. You have skills, you have knowledge, you have experience, you have expertise, you have something genuinely positive to share with the world. And the only reason you are not selling it is because nobody knows about you. And the reason they don't know about you is you're not visible, you're not sharing your story. You see, the thing about audacity is you are going to need to be so bold. In fact, I call it shameless boldness. You're going to be so shameless in sharing your story and being visible to the point where people know you by name, by face, and by what you do. That is when you know that you are actually touching lives. So I don't just want to talk about why audacity is important. I think it's also important to share that a lot of people were stifled as young children. And because of that, they feel like, oh, if I'm putting my face out there, if I'm talking about my experience or talking about my story, I'm doing too much. If that is you, can this video be the permission you need to not care about any of that stuff? Like, I know how crazy or how much it can hold you back if you grow up in a culture or a community where they feel like, you should be seen and not heard. And then you grow up feeling like, oh, if I'm too much, then people won't like me. If I'm too loud, then people will say she's overdoing it. Sis, do it. Overdo it. Be loud. Give yourself the permission today to be extra, extra to the max. Because here is the thing, right? A lot of people that are not as qualified as you are making so much money. They're doing it online. They're showing everything that they have to sell, and they're selling out. And it's not just people who are teaching people to do sugar babies. There was another lady I saw who was teaching people how to twerk. God, even if I'm saying it, it's not, and I'm not saying this or giving these examples to knock these people's businesses down or to say that what they're doing is not good. I'm saying it because these are things that we think that are not so important. Or you might think that, it's not that serious. But these people are genuinely publicizing their business with all of their might and their full chest. And here you are. Maybe you're the kind of person that you can help people transform their entire family's finances. And you're waiting for someone to tell you that you are not too much. Okay, I don't mean to shout at you. So let's make it a bit of a friendly reminder. If you watch this video and you have a business, you have a message to share with the world. And the only reason you have been holding back is because you're worried about what people would say, or you're worried about how it will come across. And you are afraid of just putting your face out there. I just want to encourage you and tell you that, listen, if you have that thought, it's because you are meant to do it. And there is nobody in the world that can do it like you. So give yourself that permission to actually do it. Now, I want to share quick steps, like some of the things that have helped me. I keep telling people that I was actually very shy before I ever started posting or creating content online. I was very shy. I was the kind of person that wouldn't put my hand up for anything, even if I was desperately wanting the thing. Over the years, I have learned how to put myself out there more and more, and I cannot say that I am the expert, but I can say that I can see the progress that has happened in my life and my business the more I have learned to be audacious. So if you are struggling with audacity, here are 3 things that are possibly going to help you just be more out there and more comfortable in your own skin. Number 1 is to accept yourself. I think that when you accept yourself, especially the things you cannot change, like especially the physical attributes that you cannot change, and the things like your voice that are God given, you were born with them, acceptance means that nothing anyone is going to say about you is going to make you feel bad. You already know. Like if your voice sounds squeaky and somehow or stringy, you already know. So there's nothing anyone can say to you to make you feel bad about it. So once you accept yourself, it's easier to put yourself out there. The second thing for me that really helps is the fact that nobody is going to send you a bill at the end of the month and be like, here is your grocery bill for the month, or here is the money to pay your bills for the month. And as long as nobody is paying your bills, let that be permission to go and do the thing that is actually going to pay your bills. Because the truth is, fear ain't paying them. And I think the third thing for me is just the fact that when you start putting yourself out there, you realize that the people that you are afraid of, that are possibly going to laugh at you, mock you, say all sorts of things about you that are not nice, are people who actually don't have anything much going on for them. I think it was like the first year of my business, I realized that the people who were doing big things, who were the best in their industry, who were pursuing their goals and their careers and building their businesses, they were full of support. Those are the people who will tell you good things and tell you how to get better. The other 50% of people who laugh at you and do all sorts of funny things or troll you online, those are the people who have nothing good to offer. And those people are not doing better than you. I think what I'm trying to say is the people doing better than you will never knock anything you are doing. Instead, they support you, they encourage you, they make you feel good about the journey you are on. And those are the people you want to be around anyway. Like the people who will mock you or say mean things, first of all, those ones are always hiding. Like they're not bold about it. And even if they did, it's not going to take anything from you. Like if someone left a comment under your posts, have the confidence to delete them, block them, and just move on with your life. I think I want to also add that with audacity, as long as you're being audacious in the right direction, meaning you're doing something that is good, that will help people, it is very rare for you to gather so much negativity online. I strongly believe in karma, that when you do good things happen to you. When you put out positive energy, you get back positive energy in return. And so being afraid of putting yourself out there because of what people will say, I'm not saying it's not valid, but I think it is just not as bad as you think it can be. Okay. I'm going to end this video here by saying, look, audacity is important. What is also important is making sure that you are following and executing the purpose that you have in this life. And if this video reaches one person, one woman who has been hiding her light, hiding her talent, hiding her gifts, hiding the business that she runs, and it encourages her to be more audacious, then my job here today is done. Now, if you are an expert and you're looking for a way to grow your business, increase your profitability, and find more customers, I'm going to put a link to my free roadmap, which shows you the 5 simple steps to take your business from any place to 10xing your profits. If that is something you want, feel free to click the link and grab it down in the comment section. And I will see you guys tomorrow.